Showtime.
You are now tuned to BS3 Network. You are now.
All right, everybody. Well, welcome to Perspective. This is a safe treat. I think the mission of our show and this platform is indicative in the name. This is a place where different perspectives, different points of views will be shared on various topics, and we always like to reiterate that just because someone's point of view is different, that doesn't make it right or wrong. So this is a safe place. We want to share our perspectives openly and honestly. And so communication will always lead to learning, growing, and expanding. And that's what we're about. So we'll go in with the ladies first and kind of do introductions again, since we're early in our tenure. And we'll start with Keisha.
All right. I am Keisha Walker. So welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
All right.
So hi, my name is Latoya. Let's see, I'm gonna do a little more than my co-host Keisha. So I'm a therapist, I'm an author, I wrote a book. Y'all can get it on my website, latoyathetherapist.com. I have a wonderful husband, 3 children, and a really, really bad puppy. So yeah, that's me.
All right, and I'm Eric. I've been in the recruiting space for about 17 years now. So my space is, career development, advisor, speaker, wise man, all of the above. So you'll get to know me better as you tune in each week and learn more about us and perspective. So we'll go into the topic of the day. We're going to let our dynamic sister Keisha kind of lead us in on that.
Excuse me, hold on a second. We all go and talk about kids and whatnot. Hold on, I have 4 adult children that wasn't at home anymore except Hannah. But yeah, okay, I just want to throw that out there. But okay, so today's topic that we're covering is called their past. Do you really want to know? So the situation is. Do you really want to know everything about your significant others or a budding relationship? Do you want to know everything about their past? Now, Toya, you said you do.
I do.
Why is that?
Well, I'm a therapist, so I need to know, like, what's your trauma? What's your triggers? Do you have a history of cheating? Like, I need to know what's going on so that I know, like, how to approach you and is this gonna work? Like, is your trauma gonna clash with my trauma? What we gonna do? I want to know everything. And then, like, low key, I'm nosy, so I want to know.
Well, I honestly don't really want to know everything. I guess for me, hey Grace, I guess for me, some things are just better left unsaid. So I don't really want to know everything.
Why not?
Eric,
though?
what about you? Well, I just don't want to hear it. I mean, like, I don't want your past to tarnish the image that I may be able to have about you in your future.
I get that.
That's just. I'm sorry, Eric. I cut you off. What about you?
This is a difficult one because I can see it's the value in both ends, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, I think it comes down to the individual. Can you handle the truth? Are you gonna be like Tom Cruise? You can't handle the truth. So if you know that you have the mindset and you want to know so you can make informed decisions, or you're able to take whatever they deliver, then by all means, I think you should. But to Keisha's point, if it's someone you like, they've made changes because they're not who they used to be. And if they've done that work,
Mm-hmm.
now they're going to be judged on who they once were and not who they are now and where they're trying to progress to in the future. So the simple fact is just difficult. That's just a difficult that's just a difficult place to be and a different question. So I think it really boils down to, can you handle the truth?
I think I agree and disagree to a point. So first of all, shout out to Mr. Darren Baker who says he want to know, because I absolutely agree. But I think it's up to like your maturity level.
Mm-hmm.
He agreed.
Girl, don't listen to him.
So I think it's your maturity level, right? Like I personally love a like started from the bottom, now we here type of story. So there's no judgment. I think that you can appreciate a person more when you know where they come from. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think if you're judging them based on their past and you're not seeing them for who they are now, that's like a maturity thing on your part. That says more about you than it does about them.
What about if they tell you about their body count? Do you want to know their body count before you?
You know, that's never really bothered me because I'm a jewel. So I feel like everybody my husband been with before me, that's a ghost. I don't need to know that. That's not a question I would ask.
Yeah,
I love
and
it.
I think that comes down to individuals' comfortability with themselves. Because now, let me go ahead and stir the pot. If you can't take the truth of someone's past, they've clearly and effectively communicated that this is things that I used to indulge in or used to be involved in. That was the level of conscious I was once at,
Right.
and as you've met me, you've seen that that's not the case, and yet and still now that is going to bother you. Then maybe you need to question where you are mentally and emotionally.
Agree. I think body count. I think asking that question, like, what you trying to gain? What do you want to know with that number? I think the better question is, are you clean? Can I see your STD panel? For me personally, I don't know that body count. I don't think I would ask that question.
Now,
and if I did in the past, I was young.
And I'm not saying that I asked that question, but what if somebody just voluntarily told you this information? You know what I mean? Like, that, let's say they would say, I used to cheat because I had nothing to do. I was bored.
I mean,
yeah.
Hey, any information divulged is information that's going to be used, right?
Mm-hmm.
But would you think that would cause like trust issues? I think so.
In a person that has trust issues, it's definitely going to be a trigger for them.
Right. But see, here's the thing. I've seen it, and like omission is a lie. Yes. Also, I agree with. Here's the thing. I've seen guys be with one woman and like dog her and then get with the next person and marry her and treat her like a queen. You know what I mean? I don't think being a past cheater means you're going to cheat on this person. But again, it goes back to maturity. If I'm immature and I'm insecure and you tell me you used to cheat, yeah, I'm probably going to have a problem with that. So I think it's like a maturity thing for you, or not you personally, Keisha, because but for them.
Hello to your lifestylist.
Hi.
Hello, your lifestylist.
And who is the Facebook user that said right, exactly, and they say they wanted to know that omission is a lie?
I think
they got to give us permission.
They say omission is a lie.
I think that's correct.
They got to do like permission. They got to give us permission to see their name. Hey, Randy, show up on time next time.
You're not that late. I'm sorry. I like to comment beneath that one. It says, was this right, Ray, that we start at 8:30? I love it.
Mr. Gillian. All right, Mr. Gillian.
All right. We have little Miss Butler in the house tonight. Is she on there? Yeah, I'm here, but I'm late. Hey, y'all. Hey. But okay. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, when you're saying like, I guess now this was a situation that happened to me. Okay, so having come from a bad relationship, not saying that I haven't gotten over it, already. But it's just like, okay, you're bored. You know, like go play the video game. Go sell some chocolates door to door. You know what I'm saying? Do something. You know, you're that bored to where oh, I don't have anything to do. So I just went and laid up with Shay Shay over there. Now, what would make you believe that they wouldn't do that to you?
I'm going to interject here and say, if someone explains that they're cheating because they're bored, that's not where they're cheating. They just that was to have the real conversation, because cheating is a much deeper deeper issue. There was something missing. You're not whole, or you actually could be clinically. You could be a sex addict, or you could have some other nuance. Yeah, I said it. Some other nuance that just makes you have to go do that. It could be lack of intimacy. Maybe it's not satisfying because somebody's libido is a 10 and your mate's is a 2. So not often enough, not wild enough, too conservative, too wild. It could be all those factors. It's going to fall into that category. So they're really just avoiding the real issue.
I also don't think nobody gonna be bored with you, Keisha. You a fun time. You keep it popping. So
I mean, because I'm in the spankings. I'm in the whips and chains and whatnot.
I knew it.
You know, and what's that? And whipped cream and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So I try to, keep it fun, keep it lively. But if you are a serial cheater, then ain't no, like you said. I mean, let me see your STD record. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure you clean. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. And I agree with you. Something should be kept.
Yeah.
Yes, I am mature.
Hey, Grace, you're mature.
You might be mature. There's nuances to everything. I can't speak for every single situation, but I do think some of this is maturity.
And then, development, people progress and evolve over time. You may just start out with, handcuffs. You might end up in a swing or something. People do that. But nevertheless, I'm not anything that I do. I'm being,
Can I go back to you said they might have a sex addiction? Because that really just bothered me. I hate when people use sex addiction as like a reason to cheat. Is it really an addiction, or did you get caught? So I feel like as mental health has become more open and people are talking about it more and we're trying to decrease the stigma, it's like, oh, I got caught. Well, I'm a sex addict, because they know people are going to be like, oh, well, he or she has a problem. Let's work it out. But maybe you're not an addict. Like, are you meeting the clinical definition? So I just hate when people use that as an excuse. That's why I made that face. I just wanted to throw that in there.
And then, Toya, the thing that really gets me, though, is like, no offense, Eric, we love you. You broke. But somebody would say that, and then, a man would say something like that, and then get upset if old girl cheated on you. Men can't get over the fact that a woman would, they can't handle that. And I don't, it's like, why? Eric, why can't y'all handle it?
Eric, what's up?
You have a mental of...
Because men are much more sensitive in that area. We have egos, and they're very, very fragile. They like rice paper. It takes work and development to not let it control you. And not a lot of men will do the work so that they can control that. However, if you are a man's woman, there's a sense of possession, protection, provision that's there, and it's innate. And for that to be violated, we can't, y'all seen The Best Man. He couldn't get he couldn't get over that. He'll never forget. You see what I'm saying? So that's just, and even if men don't admit it, they say they not going to be hurt yet. Yeah, they will.
Yeah, they get hurt. Because this one dude was going through my phone. I know y'all saw that post I made. Like, get up phone, because you see screenshots of you cheating. So what you looking for? You know what I'm saying? Like that, I don't have to cheat. You know what I'm saying? Look at me. Like I could have just like, what, dog, you boring. What you got going on ain't what I want. So I'm finna go over here to Tyrone and them. You know what I mean? But I'm not that person. But but y'all just can't handle it when we give y'all back what you gave us. I'm sorry, when women give men back, excuse me, what y'all gave us.
Yeah, that's why men, I don't know, some people are glutton for punishment. That's why most men, they really don't want to know. They don't want to know what your body count is or all of those details of your past. That's my perspective, that's my opinion on it. But the maturity, like what the lifestylist said, she said she would want to know how the boredom led to the cheating. See, that's a scary statement because that person's gonna stay calm, cool, kind of dig into it. That sounds like a therapist question right there.
Well, it say lifestylist, so she probably doing something. She getting your lifestyle. So that was a good question.
But when asked that question, the answer was, I don't know.
Oh.
So then I got a follow-up question, like, what's boredom look like as an adult? Like, it was nothing else. It wasn't nothing to clean up, wasn't nothing to do, wasn't nothing to fix.
I know, right? No one's sweet. No pieces to deliver. You could have been out there making tips.
No, I think and sometimes it's just complicated. That's what he wanted to do. That's what he chose to do. Because
I don't think it's boredom.
Yeah, everything is a decision at the end of the day. So you get to make up your mind, like, okay, am I going to tolerate that? Do I believe what he's saying? But at the end of the day, that's just what he wanted to do.
So
I also think when he told you that, he wanted to see, like, what was you going to do to keep him from being bored? That was like a power play. Like, he was trying to see what was you going to do so that he didn't have the opportunity to be bored. You know what I mean?
Well, honey, I have a full-time job and a side hustle that I try to keep up with. Money to make, either you gonna get on board or you gone back over yonder somewhere. Don't tell me that bull crap. Like you were bored. I mean, I get bored sometimes too. You know what I do when I get bored? I take a nap. Or I call up my sister or something. You know what I'm saying? I call my sister, be like, hey girl, hey, what you doing? I go over there and play in my head.
Though. Even boredom, I'm like, man, there's something else. Because there's a lie. That's a lie in there. But boredom, I can't even conceive that. Like, I'm bored, so I'm going to go violate the committed relationship that I'm in because I was bored.
Right.
I would take. I was horny, or they were just attractive, or it's something else. Boredom.
How about I wanted to? How about I wanted to? Like, people don't be honest. They be looking for an excuse when the truth is you wanted to. You saw something that you like and you went and got it.
You out there around in the world.
I'm riding with that one.
Women are also I think so too. Some women, not all women.
But anyway, I digress. I guess we should get to some comments, right?
Right.
Women are more emotionally involved when it comes to cheating. When we cheat or when y'all cheat?
I think he's saying when we cheat. When women cheat.
We get emotionally involved.
When women cheat, that's a for real thing. That's not. Men can cheat and not be connected. I know that there are some women, unless we're not talking like a monolith, all women are the same. I think that's a stated understanding. I'm going to say that to the group and to my co-hosts. We understand that there's anomalies in every circumstance. This is on a scale course. But I would say, I would say women, when they cheat, it's like, it's for real, so to speak. This just wasn't, they weren't bored. It was calculated, planned, and you probably out of there, whoever was the main cat.
I don't know.
I don't disagree.
But I will say this though, and this is a proven fact. It is written. Black women do not cheat.
Right.
I stand behind that.
You damn right. I mean, you damn right.
Black women do not what?
We don't cheat.
Amen.
Yep. Wait, black women what?
We do not cheat.
So our next comment, hey Mika, how you doing? Good
Hey,
lady.
Mika.
She
Whoa.
said,
Even
child,
Darren
I
said
can't
it. Look,
remember.
even
Yeah,
Darren said it was true.
No, I'm not
Black
saying
women
that. No, everybody, men right now, they know. Oh, he ain't even fooling with that foolish comment. They understood where I was coming from. Right,
And
y'all
you,
don't cheat.
and you know why they saying that? You know why they saying it? Because they cheaters. That's why.
No,
They don't want to admit it.
I've been cheated on
By a black woman?
by a black woman.
Are you sure? No, I'm just kidding.
Uh,
Well, like you
now,
said,
she-
they're not a monolith. You said it was an exception to every rule.
Right.
So you had the
Was she
exception.
black?
Yeah, it's too many
Was she
exceptions.
biracial?
There's too many
Was she biracial?
kids. There's too many kids out here where the man raised them and then come to find out it ain't his. And paternity tests, all you gotta do is put on a paternity test. I forget the name of the judge. That right there will show you the numbers that black women cheat.
When women cheat, they have checked out of the relationship. I agree.
I agree with that too. I do.
I mean,
Because
you know,
we done
unless
had
they just
enough.
unless they
Come
just
to bed.
develop that childish nature. Unless they,
Nah,
they caught a being out here.
Cardi B was faithful. He cheated
Yeah,
on her
she
first.
is.
She was very
Yeah, she's not a good example, but
And then we just got tired of y'all coming to bed in them raggedy drawers and them fur socks. I mean, like, dude, buy some thongs or do something different, you know.
I don't know. I
Tap
don't
me
know
on
where
my
you
shoulder.
been picking them at because I don't. Well, it don't
Do
matter
something
because I don't. Yeah.
She said do something special.
They ain't not special no more. But then they want to get on you and then be pumping and sweating and all hot. That's why I'm like, no, don't be trying to cuddle with me. Get over there. No, I ain't got time for all that bull crap. No, player. Player to player. No, we ain't got time for that. You stay your behind over young. And then
you got to ask him, then Keisha, is that why he was bored?
Ooh,
no, I am the budding relationship, boo-boo. Okay. He was.
Oh, this had gone stale. This was already it would have rotted out. Is that what you're saying? In this cat, you had been together a while, basically. I'm just going off. I'm following your storyline.
No, it was a new budding relationship.
And so, okay, wait. I think I got confused. So the new relationship said, I cheat when I get bored. But when you tell Buddy, don't be coming on me pumping and sweating and put a thong on, that's the old relationship?
That was just an old example.
I
didn't tell Buddy. Yeah, I don't want to see what Buddy got.
I'm going to say we got some.
Because they don't tell you who all he been raw dog.
But Keisha, this is the real question, though. Did you keep talking to him?
No. I'm so alone. Alone. I miss you. Y'all ain't got no homies.
Slip son.
That is funny.
Slim. Those hey Sony and Slim.
Sony. Okay.
They just said, she said, say that. Sony,
Okay,
you right. I'm going to say that, sis.
Somebody said bye, Keisha.
Somebody said bye. They a lie. There must be
They
somebody
did.
playing. He said I could get what bored and then create soul tie. Right, dumbass. Thank you, Grace. I've been waiting on that line, dumbass. Now I want to see who said bye, Keisha. Who said that? Let me see. We don't cheat.
Let me see. Kevin West said bye, Keisha.
Kevin West, get off this post, man. Get off this line. Hold on, let me see. Wait a minute. Now look at this. It's always one. Now,
hold on,
sis,
yeah.
But you're right. We do have to be pushed.
Oh, now wait. What happened to the we don't? Okay, I'm not gonna stir up that old.
Don't do that. I said we wasn't a monolith.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I digress. I chill out.
But we don't cheat. And who was this talking about some that's about
My
that's
husband.
cap? Sir,
Right.
that is not
Thank
cap,
you.
sir.
Thank you.
We do not cheat. On my mama, on my hood, we don't cheat. We some of the most faithful creatures at the told you.
We are faithful, Star Trek.
Star Trek attitude. Star Trek
Right. Damn
attitude.
right. Damn right.
Who playing with
Oh,
the
the life,
comments?
your lifestyle, it says Judge Lake.
Judge, she was.
Oh, she was talking about that show. Yeah.
Mhm. So what? Some with our comments, they keep.
They like jumping.
They are just kind of hopping around. But can you go down a couple more to what Theodora Harper says?
What'd she say?
It says
Well, she said
you right. No. Go down a little more. It's the foolery that Kevin roasted about the by Keisha, and he didn't put an E on back, but we're not gonna talk about that. Oh, you had it up just a second ago. She says, "You right, Keyshawn, make me want to be with you." I'm just trying to figure out who is Keyshawn, but yeah, make me want to be with you though. Now,
Okay.
I don't want to skip over too many, so I just want to make sure everybody gets a view. So okay. So and then
it says, "What's that?"
Are we gonna read it? Okay, go right ahead. It said we aren't in a relationship anymore in our mind when we step outside the relationship. So I think speaking for women, saying women aren't in a relationship in mentally. I would agree with that. Oh, and then Kevin, and then Theodore. All right. Then we got my main man Darren. He said, "How are you going to say black women don't cheat and say that they checked out? If they have checked out, they should leave then."
Bye, Darren. Get out.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
That's a show. That's a whole topic and conversation in itself. Because I mean, I know women have said I've checked out, and usually, and I'll lean to my therapist. I call her Doc, y'all. Doc will probably be able to confirm this. Typically, women have already left the relationship before they physically leave the relationship. And I'm going to go out and say they then check out and create situations or wait for the man to do something or try to create a situation so they'll feel vindicated in leaving. Yeah, I've said it. That's
not to create. I mean, I do think that women check out like when they cheat, but I don't think that they create situations to be like, boom, that's why I cheated. I just think that they've checked out for whatever reason and they go cheat.
No,
they be trying to hide it. They don't say, look, they don't come up and say, you know what, this is just not working. And I think we need to end the relationship.
What's that song? Neither one of us want to be the first to say goodbye. Because if I'm emotionally checked out, you feel that I'm emotionally checked out. Why you didn't say nothing?
That may be why Gladys had so much trouble.
Nah, player. Nah. You know when I'm checked out because them little frilly things that I once put on before, them was no more. I put on a t-shirt and pair of shorts, some go to bed like that, some fuzzy socks, but nah, you'll know when I'm checked out. But I would never cheat if I'm checked out. Now let's just be real. I don't do that. Now, when I say black women don't cheat, I'm speaking for myself and my co-host here. Now I don't know about all the others, but I don't have that kind of time. I got too much going on. Sorry.
And your lifestyle says, your lifestyle says a lot of people cheat because of their own insecurities.
I agree with that.
Being bored comes from a deeper issue because we all get bored and don't randomly go have sex with people.
Mic drop.
Agree.
Beautifully said.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything you can say about that.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, Randy coming through. He said pushed. Nah, you wanted to. You don't get pushed and go do something that isn't pleasurable. You see how I put the emphasis? I bet.
I did. I see how you like you
Back
like
and
read
forth.
it in man voice.
Now,
I try to do what I can do.
now,
When I can do it.
now, Mr. Mays, come on now. Come on. Now, I mean,
You know,
a
the truth.
man told me.
The truth. You
got
heard them,
money.
man.
That's what I was
But
told.
he agreeing with that. Like he's saying no, he didn't get bored and get pushed out. He wanted to do it.
Yeah.
No, I think this is about the comment that Theodora made about women being pushed.
Oh, oh yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let's see. We have checked out if we do.
I'm good with Theodora. She be telling the truth.
Now Theodora, all right with me. She really is. She always is. But yeah.
I be trying to walk away with clean hands.
Toya, do you flirt?
Oh no, honey. No, ma'am.
You don't.
Nah, cause see, men scary. Men are scary. Like you say hi to a man, he think you want you. Hey, no, sir. I just said hello. Don't follow me.
That's it. That's it. And now with the monkeypox epidemic, pandemic, or whatever it is going on there now, don't say nothing to me. If you see me on the elevator, please just don't even speak to me. I'm gonna put my mask all the way over my eyes because I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there's a segmentation of men who they'll manage and handle situations like that. To give you, from a male perspective, you can't even speak to women because if you try to be chivalrous or respectful or gentlemanly, they think you want them right off cuff.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it wild that those sets of people never meet each other?
No, I think they do. That's how we get Housewives of Atlanta and Wild Girl Club, Love and Hip Hop. That's how we get them.
Bad Girl Club.
He said, "Wow, girl."
Wow.
It's something like that. I don't follow them that closely, so I make flub on the name of them. Darren, he said, "Don't do that, Keisha."
Darren, going on somewhere before I call your fiancée and tell her to get you off here. Next comment, please.
Yeah, it was some post that I think you thought Theodora put, but she said that wasn't her. And Mika says sometimes, Mika White, because we got Mika Baldwin that's in the group sometimes. Sometimes it's not that simple. And I'm not sure what she was meaning by what's not that simple. But so we can't do that. But and Mika Baldwin say we leave emotionally first. Yes, y'all do.
Yeah.
But y'all need to develop the skill to get your bag, get your clothes, and exit properly. And then
you said what now?
Yeah, I said it. And I'm I said it. Theodore said correct. Darren's Gladys Knight. Yeah, because we were singing. So okay. She said her name.
Look.
See, told you. That song be right.
Okay. So no, you agreed that black women do cheat. Don't cheat. Okay, so they getting that, yeah, because it was kind of a switch up you did, but I think I pinned you down.
Go there. Let me try to check a player.
Yep, you said Keisha.
Go on, let me try to check a player.
I'm just trying to make sure we get everybody seen. So Mika says she's not a
girl. That stuff can get you in trouble.
It can, for real.
Now wait a minute. I did flirt with this dude one time to make his old lady mad. She
you didn't like her?
No, because she was talking noise about a player. A girl, don't you know I could get your man, like, not trying to be funny, but like she okay, so we were at this place together, and she kind of, I guess, had been kind of Facebook stalking me or something. So she knew exactly who I was. But, you know, I don't be paying folks no attention. But my homegirls that was there with me saw her getting all angry with me, you know, and then she ended up walking out, which was cool. But, you know, so I'm just talking to, you know, to the dude. It, you know, wasn't nothing, no, you know, no encounters or nothing like that. We were just talking. And me and him are real good friends. And he said that she called him like, oh, what you got going on with her? He said, we don't have nothing going on, you know, but I saw her say something to him on Facebook and I was like, and then I called him baby daddy just to piss her off. So.
Okay.
Is that flirting?
Can you fight? Because, like, what if she'd rolled up on you? Like...
Yeah, that's a dangerous area to be. Yeah, that's a dangerous thing. I mean, but I mean, flirting, I think is subjective anyway, because, you know, sometimes you're just being regular and people will, I think they project many times or they want it to be something. Yeah, I've talked really bad to a woman. I was just making a comment about some Kool-Aid they were making, and they was, went into this, like, I'm not, my man over there. I was like, I mean, this was my younger years. I would not do that now, but I mean, yeah, I hurt her feelings real bad. Real bad. Because I just, don't put me in
Kool-Aid?
No, not over the Kool-Aid, over the, like her, you know, me making a comment about, like, hey, don't mess up, don't put too much sugar in that Kool-Aid. Like I'm trying to holler at you because I was referring to the Kool-Aid. I really didn't want the Kool-Aid jacked up. So, you know, I said it with my chest. You know, I'm a big guy, so scared a few people, hurt some people's feelings. Letitia Nicole said, I agree. You should leave. What?
Everybody, you hurt her feelings and everybody heard you going off like that?
Yeah, I embarrassed her really, really badly.
Shameful.
That's
but that was your past, right?
Oh, yeah, I was in college. And they were.
And you won't do that. You won't do
like,
that
did
now.
You pay for the Kool-Aid package? Why was you so upset?
I'm gonna be out. You, of course, I can't. They were not the type of woman that I would even consider hollering at.
Oh, you got offended that they thought that they had a shot at you.
Yes.
So
got it.
So what was the matter with
her? In them.
What was wrong with her though? Let's talk about that. What was wrong with her though? What was wrong with her?
She ain't look like my mama. She ain't look like my cousins. She ain't look like my aunties. She ain't look like my co-hosts. She ain't look like them.
Got it.
Was she a big girl? Did she walk on the back of her shoes or something? I mean, like, be more specific.
No, she did. She wasn't sound like melanated enough.
Oh, I see.
Or it could have been at all. It could have been at all.
Well, there we are there.
Yeah.
Oh, she was one of them. Say no more. Got it.
Thank you, Letitia. They should leave. And I know she's saying the woman should leave. Thank you. Thank you very much. Theodora said, I will flirt only if I'm done. If I'm still in, I'm in. Are you still in the house?
She's saying if she in the relationship, she's not gonna be flirting with nobody.
I know.
Yeah.
But my question is, are you still in the house though? Is that where you go lay your head down, or you enjoying? You know what I'm saying? Are y'all still laying next to each other? Can he reach over and rub your shoulder? Because if you flirting, while that can still happen, then maybe some questions should be asked. I'm just putting it out there. CJ says,
"Hi,
hey, what's going on, CJ?" Then my brother Darren said, The,
Uh-huh.
the lifestyle. She understood what I was saying. What I
Yeah.
was saying.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely, Theodore. Darren said, "I'm giving a compliment, flirting."
He said, "Is giving a compliment?" I
Is
don't
giving a
think
compliment,
so.
flirting? Okay.
I don't. Now, hold on. Certain
It,
compliments might
it
be
depends.
sketchy. It can be.
Mm-hmm.
It can be.
Mm-hmm. And then if you
I
start
can't
giving them the
argue. I
more,
can't. There's no. It does the compliment. Well, does the flirting? Shouldn't the flirting rest with the person who is either giving the compliment? Because I can definitely give a compliment without flirting.
Well, we said it can be. We didn't say it was.
are you listening?
No, I'm definitely listening, but I'm still posing the point. How can we even say that it can be? It would rest with the person.
Okay, so
I think it's obvious that but I'm looking at what he's saying. He said it's giving a compliment. So he's saying, hey, I'm giving a compliment. So giving someone a compliment, I don't think that's even flirting. I think flirting is a totally different element. It's a totally different beast.
If you give a compliment and you rubbing on their arm or giving them those shifty eyes that some of you men do so well, then
He
yeah,
didn't
that's
say that.
flirting.
He said
But
it's giving a compliment,
maybe
flirting.
but look how the brother spelled compliment though. Like, I mean, it's just he probably left that part out. We don't
why
know.
did you do him like that?
No, he's trying to type fast. And if he's like me, I'll misspell a word in a heartbeat. I love spell check.
I think that some compliments can be flirting. I think how you deliver the compliment, I think your body language, your tone, all of that with your communication, it just depends. Now, if you like, hey, those are some nice shoes, and you keep it pushing, those really were nice shoes. But you stop, you turn, you put a little body, little shimmy on it. That's too much. You flirting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then especially when women be like, you smell good.
At that point, I think it goes past. At that point, I believe it's past the compliment. Now you flirting.
But all they said was, those are some nice shoes.
Now, if you feel like that's flirting, that's too much.
Like, no, she just said that if you give a little shimmy and a little extra, then that would be considered flirting. Now, if you compliment the shoes and keep it pushing, that's not flirting.
No, we agree on that. But I was sticking with the premise of his question was a compliment. So now we're kind of splitting hairs on what type of compliment, what other things was associated with the compliment.
I mean, I just think it's nuances because we're humans, right? So like at face value, is a compliment flirting? No. But how you give the compliment, your body language, your tone, your eye contact, you're lingering with this compliment, all that could be flirting.
Yeah.
So would it be flirting?
That's flirting.
But would it be flirting if a man walked by you and he smelled real good and you got like right up on him like, you smell so good. Like, what do you
said you got flirting? Right up on him? Yeah, right up on him is flirting.
That's absolutely flirting.
Yeah.
That's absolutely flirting.
Right up on him is definitely flirting.
But but the woman didn't put no boob on him, so that's not flirting, right?
Stop it right now.
Keisha. You said all up on him and said, that's the shimmy. That's the shimmy.
I agree, Alicia.
Again, this was not me. This is
I mean, I'm just saying to them, that was they did too much. Because you come up on Jeff doing all that, we got a problem.
Yeah, Mrs. Vile said that the compliments can be taken too far, which I think that's a fact. Mr. Gillian says too many compliments can be flirting. True.
Very true. Very true. Oh, I'm behind.
So we got Rhonda laughing. Definitely. Keisha probably had a role and say, are all y'all saying complimenting and flirting are the same thing? Well, I think we fleshed that out.
We did.
I think it can cross over depending on some of the other aspects of how you're complimenting. Mr. Gillian said too many compliments, that's flirting. If you put a shimmy with it, to use Doc's terminology, some googly eye contact, then that's definitely flirting.
Okay, that was just an example. Nobody went up on the man and sniffed him. Alicia.
But hold
If
on,
anybody come up-
I'm with Alicia. Hold on.
Really?
I come up on your husband. You
Keisha.
two are y'all.
So you said you didn't, Keisha? So you said you've
Huh?
never done that? You've never done that?
No.
Okay.
No. No, wouldn't do that. That's taking it too far now. I know how far to go with my flirting, but wouldn't do that.
Well, what gave you the premise to use that example?
You see it all the time. Loose women. Some loose women may just walk up,
Loose.
I love that you
loose
said
women.
loose women. I love
And
that.
then
Loose
on
women.
top of that, like I was married before, and the little stank did that to my old man, and he fell for a hook, line, and sinker too.
Oh.
The door has
I
some
know
advice
I
out
would.
there.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wrong. Keep yourself away.
Say wrong,
You have
Keisha,
simple
stay yourself away. Yeah. Rhonda says you have simple compliments and flirting compliments, which we definitely think we can agree with that. She said, I know it's an example. I'm just saying how I would respond. Okay.
Okay. All right. Because nasty.
And your lifestyle says you have flirty compliments, and then you have compliments.
Agreed.
Yeah. CJ,
So what's a flirty compliment?
That's getting all up on them, smelling them. That's flirty.
Woo, okay, I'm sorry. You want to read CJ's comment? I'm sorry.
Yes. CJ says to keep it a trill.
Trill.
When you're complimenting, you just speak it in general. But flirting is when you're really trying to get your mac on. And I think that's easily decipherable. I think you'll be able to tell the difference between the two. So what Darren was mentioning, I think, is just a general compliment. And I don't think that's flirting. But I know that there are women that if you just give a compliment, they're going to consider that flirting.
Men too. Be like, hello, sir. They be like, come here. Can I talk to you? What's your name? How are you? Be with me. I said hello.
Yeah.
I said good morning.
And this the one that get me with men. Who you
say? How many keys you got? That's just you open it up with that question. How many keys you got?
Who you stay with? Stay. I don't stay anywhere. I live somewhere, and no one stays with me.
Okay.
But like, don't come. Y'all are the worst sometimes. But anyway, go ahead.
And we some of the best sometimes. Express Yourself Open Mike says it's levels to it. And I think we're definitely fleshing that out. And I would agree.
I agree with that.
We got another comment. Some people have jovial personalities, which can come across as flirtatious and be the farthest from it.
Let me give y'all some backstory. So that's my mama. And my mama is a very personable, jovial, to use her word, person. And so people always think that she's flirting with their man. That's why she's saying it can come across that way and be the farthest thing from it. That's why she's saying that. But she know what's flirting and what's not.
Mama, I said, keep being yourself. Keep being yourself. If they can't handle it, they can't handle it.
So what if somebody tells you, well, that leaves a good question, what Ms. Carter just expressed. So if you identify and say somebody's talking to you and they say, yeah, I'm flirtatious, I have a jovial personality, and it comes across as flirtatious, is that going to be a problem for you?
So like we about to date and they say I'm jovial and people think I'm flirting. Is that a problem?
Mm-hmm.
I think at this stage in my life, no. But I think when I was younger, probably.
At this stage, no. Keisha?
Well, I mean, my daddy was a king of flirting. I mean, so I've seen it come in all different angles, different ways. So it probably wouldn't bother me either.
Okay, that's good.
Especially at the age that I am now, it wouldn't bother me at all.
So they'd be good to share that, if that, because that may have been something that they did in the past, or that's who they are, and they're sharing that. So you would definitely. So would you want to know that or not want to know that?
I want to know, but I want to know everything.
I'd want to know that too, but not really. I mean, I guess I don't know. Maybe right now I just don't. Okay, whatever. I don't. I kind of prioritize things differently now. So if you are flirt, okay, enjoy. But just don't be laying pipe all across Dallas County. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't do that. But otherwise, you do whatever you want to do. And don't be bringing me no tropical diseases either.
Tropical.
I don't want tropical. I don't want desert diseases. I don't want wintry.
None.
I don't.
You said wintry.
Now, if you like a down low brother, then yeah, I'd like to know that.
Yeah, Theodora said that's her. I think it was right after Miss Carter. She kind of agreed with that premise. And Alexis says, whatever you do not want your partner to do, then consider it flirting.
I like that.
I like that too. Very well said, baby girl. Very well.
Yeah, because I think another point to piggyback off that is, would you do it if your partner was standing next to you? Would you behave the exact same way if your partner was standing next to you?
That's good. That's real good.
Absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
Right. So your lifestyle is, so if you're aware of your jovial personality, how do you handle that when people don't know you? Yeah, there ain't no way to handle it. You're going to get into some trouble. There's going to be some miscommunication. There's going to be some misunderstandings, and that's going to be an issue, which I think would even make it more poignant that if you know that's your personality, you need to share that with someone you're in a budding new relationship with.
And then I think also, like, not being surprised if you know that that's your personality and that's a pattern, and because people are easily offended.
Right.
So don't act all shocked, like, what? Oh my God. Like, I think that's part of it too, like recognizing who you are and owning it. So not being surprised when people say, what you doing, what's wrong, why you flirting with my man or woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but it'd be them women, man. They so wild. They so wild in the streets nowadays.
Are they?
We said, are they?
Oh yes.
Are they?
Yes. I mean, y'all got female friends. Y'all know what they be doing.
What they be doing?
Right. I don't kick it with hoes.
So
we are these hoes. All our hoes is us. So we're trying to say.
Come on, Harlem Nights.
I know. It's funny. I just watched that yesterday.
That's a classic. I love that movie.
It is. Yeah, that's funny. No, but let's see where we going. Now to get kind of circle back, looking at what we would want shared, what should be shared, or should we know their past. I think we kind of highlight there's some other aspects of their past that they would know, like what type of personality they have, if they know that it causes problems and issues. But I think a deeper question is, are you willing to lose a person? Like, if they've shown you that they're good right now, why ruin it? Because it's gonna taint your mind some.
Depends on where
what
you are,
about
because you got to
reverting?
know that like you're not perfect either.
Exactly.
So
So
like
why
just think about how much
why
you've
even stir that
overcome or
up?
how much you've changed. You're not the person that you was 6 months ago, so you can't hold them to that standard.
Well, I mean, I think that would come to play if, like you said, you want to know everything,
Do
and I know there's a segment of people who like, man, that doesn't matter. But I would say that might be somebody who know they got a little bit more stories, little adventurous stories in their past. Like, no, we just
Untrue.
don't know. Untrue, by all means.
Untrue. What's the next comment? Amen, sis.
I
Amen.
love that. Exactly. That's why you need to know.
If your past can interrupt our wait a second.
That's
If your
if.
past can interrupt our future, I need to know.
I like that.
But that's not saying that I need you to tell me everything. Just tell me what could interrupt. Like if you got, and yeah, I got this stalker.
I got these kids. I got this whatever I got. Yeah, I like that too. I still want
I
to know
got another wife
everything.
on the other side of town. I mean, tell me
I'm
something.
nosy.
You know what I mean? If it's going to interrupt the future.
Because I think learning everything is really trying to. I think you betting on interrupting the future. Because how are you going to once you hear something, you can't just throw it out.
That's true.
I
Which
guess.
is why you should tell somebody that when you get bored, you cheat.
You've met a person at their state of consciousness, at their state of knowledge at that point, and build from there. Now, I agree with Mrs. Viles on if it's something that can interrupt. But if you're telling everything, now you're talking about your body count. Now, if you didn't catch nothing, you ain't terminal, you can't pass nothing on, then why even share that information? That's just that aspect of it. If you're saying, yeah, I was bankrupt, 5 years ago, I had to file for bankruptcy because I was, gambling. But, of course, you'd have been to therapy, plug, doc, and that's not an issue. And now you're solvent, you're fine, you've got it all taken care of. But if you hear that, then you're going to start watching their spending habits. Are they going to relapse? I think you create more trouble for yourself.
Yeah, but so addiction is so serious, and because gambling is a form of addiction, like I know people who've been clean from substances or whatever their vice is for 20 years and then relapse. So if you have a gambling history, I want to know that.
I can't fight that, doc. You're a doc. You're a therapist. Well, okay. It's so your lifestyle. It's important to know people's
relationship resume. I like that relationship resume.
Enough to determine if they are worth your time, energy, and effort.
I agree with that.
Agreed.
So along with that, the vetting process is important.
Agreed.
Right? And then Mika White says, once you tell someone everything, that gives them the green light to judge you.
I think that's what y'all have been saying this whole time, right? But I also think you have to tell people things over time. Like you don't meet them day one and be like, I filed for bankruptcy. I got a gambling problem. I cheat when I'm bored. I eat ice cream in bed. I don't wash my hands. Like you don't do all that on the first date. Like
wait a minute, who don't wash their hands? What the hell's going on around
I'm
here?
just saying, like that's something wild, right? Like you have to face all that out so that people love you enough that you've built some type of rapport, some type of credit with them that when these bad things come out, they're like, yeah, I can see that, but I can also see the growth. So I don't want anybody to go in day one like, here's all my bad habits. But do people need to know? Yeah, like over time, we need to be talking about some real stuff before so that we don't waste each other's time. Time is the only thing you can't get back.
I definitely agree with that.
I agree with that. Yeah.
And I mean, I think even the question itself is something you want to lead in with, like, hey, I like to, the vetting process is important to me, to quote your lifestylist, and that, I really want to know, the whole gamut of your past, like who you've been with, how many people you've been with, what issues you've had, what struggles you've overcome, because that's important for me to make that assessment. I guess I equated, I would say my grandmother's generation. You mention somebody's name, the first thing they're gonna ask you, who is they people? That's a vetting. You want, and I'll tell this story. I did that with my grandmother. That's what prompted that thought. And I asked, she say, well, who they people? And then I told her they people. She said, you better not, don't you do that. No. And how they say? No, I was staunch with my grandmother. I say, yeah, that ain't right. That's not fair. Just because this person's uncle was like this, or this person's aunt was like this, that don't mean that they're going to be like that and they were like that. So I had to learn the lessons the hard way. Now I understand about vetting. I think everything is a little harsh, but I can see the benefits. I see the pros. I see the pros from both sides, and definitely the cons from, taking it both ways.
Mm-hmm. Well, gang, this was a great conversation. It was a great conversation, gang.
Yeah, we're at the end of our time right now. Any closing remarks?
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Come back next week.
Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in.
Absolutely. I want to thank everybody for being a part of the show. Definitely the comments were rich, a lot of information. And so, as we always, the main thing is just to kind of evoke thought, challenge you on where you already are, with the hopes of expanding in your mind, your knowledge, being open to other points of views. And just because we don't agree doesn't make us wrong. It just makes it different. Mm-hmm. So we thank you for being on The Perspective, and we'll see you next week, same time, and we'll go from there.
And don't go telling all your business on the first date.
Face it out.
All right.
Keep some of that stuff to yourself.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.